On today's episode of Survival Dispatch Reviews, we're having a look at the upgraded Mileseey TNV30 thermal night vision monocular. Did you all hear something? Just to be clear, the thermal night vision monoculars that we're looking at today are considered budget devices. This one is $7.99, and this one you can get on a Kickstarter right now for $11.99, I believe. It's going to be about $1,600 when it's actually released. This is the TNV30, by the way. So first and foremost, what is thermal night vision? Well, thermal night vision is similar to what the Predators had in the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie from the 80s, although these guys have much better resolution. With that being said, the resolution is not as high as, say, infrared night vision, but these give a huge advantage over infrared night vision in that if somebody or something is camouflaged really well day or night, IR most likely isn't going to show it. Whereas thermal, on the other hand, is going to pick up a heat signature and expose that there's somebody or something hiding in the bushes near a tree line, whatever the case may be. So we're going to get into comparing these two devices. This is the TNV10 from Mileseey. This is the TNV30 from Mileseey that's on the Kickstarter right now. And I got to tell you, the results are pretty spectacular for the TNV30.
Here are some examples of thermal imaging and the quality of resolution that you can expect to see from the TNV30. The animals shown are a particularly infamous critter who are known to lick people excessively, steal your bed, and wiggle their butts off when given treats.
One of the biggest disadvantages that infrared night vision has, or IR floods, I should say, is that if somebody is directly in line with the emitter, there's a chance they could see you and your location. In other words, give you up at night. Whereas these monoculars from Mileseey, the viewport's very, very small. So the only light that's emitted from this device is through that viewport. So if it's facing towards me, and of course we've got the lens on this one, but in this type of situation, nobody from a distance is going to know that we're watching them, this particular device. Now, this one here is just an accessory that I've added so that we can show you some real-time images captured by this device. You wouldn't take this out at nighttime if you were trying to remain super well hidden. Both of these, the TNV, the TNV30, have 5 different color palettes. So they've got white hot, black hot, red hot, green, which kind of looks like the third revision of night vision. And then they've got another which is multicolored, and that's the one that really looks like the Predator stuff from the 1980s, but it is significantly higher resolution than what Hollywood showed us in 1987.
The TNV10 and TNV30 both come with a pick rail to mount a rangefinder. They also both have hotspot tracking, which is a set of crosshairs that follows whatever you're focusing on. They also have an HDMI port to power an external 4K monitor. They come with a 32 gigabyte mini SD card. You can charge them up by USB-C, and they both have an IP65 rating as far as being water resistant is concerned. The TNV10 sells for $799. It comes with a 4500 milliamp hour battery that lasts for up to 16 hours. It has a 550 yard detection range. The resolution is 256 by 192, and it's equipped with a 4 times digital zoom. The TNV30 is available on Kickstarter right now for $1,198. When it's officially released in the summer of 2023, the price will be closer to $1,600. It's equipped with a 4500 milliamp hour battery, which lasts up to 15 hours. It has a 660 yard detection range. The resolution is 384 by 288, and it has a 4 times optical zoom, which is a zoom built into focusing the glass, much like a rifle scope, as well as an 8 times digital zoom.
As you can faintly see, Sasquatch is standing in the open 100 feet away from the camera right now with no zoom whatsoever. I'm going to bring the TNV30 into frame so that you can see how quickly and how well defined the TNV30 picks up anything with a heat signature. That's with zero zoom on the TNV30 as well. Of course, we'll overlay some pictures from the TNV10 so you can see the difference in resolution. And that camo is Confusion Camo, also referred to as the Ghost Hoodie in case anybody's wondering. When Sasquatch actually goes into the bushes and hides, very, very hard to see, but thankfully we have a thermal monocular to spot Sasquatch's heat signature. We're now at 400 feet away. No zoom on the camera. Let's bring some zoom into it. You can probably see Sasquatch standing right in front of the tree, just to the center right. Then again, maybe you can't because the Confusion Camo is pretty darn good. Let's zoom back out again. So that's zero magnification, zero zoom. Let's see what we pick up with the TNV30. And there's Sasquatch right there, right in the middle. We've picked up a thermal image. Hopefully the resolution's good on the camera here, on the video camera, so that you can see it. Just trying to get it in frame and in focus. But the quality of the image out of this TNV30 is just unbelievable. I could clearly see that that's a shape of a Sasquatch because, you know, we're familiar with Sasquatches because we live in the Blue Ridge Mountains in Georgia, and everybody knows that Sasquatch lives here amongst us. Again, we'll overlay some of the images from the TNV10, but you're talking an order of magnitude difference going up to the TNV30. Very, very similar to the third generation military grade night vision. So we're back in the same location that we were earlier today. Got a 2x zoom going on at 100 feet. That's a 4x digital zoom. Here's what we're looking at for Sasquatch at 400 feet away. It's a 5x zoom with the flashlight going. Turn your flashlight off. And as you can see, it's a 8x zoom. We're not able to see anything. Pretty pitch black. The level of detail is pretty striking for being 400 feet away.
The side-by-side images show how truly dramatic the difference is in resolution by upgrading from the TNV10 to the TNV30.
Both the TNV10 and the TNV30 are serious force multipliers. You can get the TNV10 for $7.99 on Milesee's website, or you can hit the link below for the Kickstarter for the TNV30 and get it for $1,198 at the time of this video being published. That price only good for another 4 weeks or so. Then the price is going to go up to somewhere around $1,600 when the TNV30 is officially released summer of 2023. There's multiple uses for this type of device. You know, whether you're a hunter and you want to be able to spot, you know, say hogs along a tree line or something like that, whether you're a farmer, you want to keep an eye on your livestock, or God forbid, predators who are preying on your livestock. It could be search and rescue. You know, we had a dog a few years back, fell down a steep embankment when we weren't watching him. We couldn't find him for 2 days. And we actually walked by the spot where our neighbor eventually found him multiple times. And if we had had a thermal imaging device like a TNV10 or TNV30, we probably would have spotted him a lot sooner. Thankfully, again, we had a really sharp-eyed neighbor who found him and saved his life. You know, there's other uses for this type of device as well. You know, if you have a leak in the envelope of your building, whether it's a roof or a wall, and you have rain today and it's sunny tomorrow, when the sun first sets, if you take imaging with one of these devices, you'll see where the water is entering the structure because it holds its temperature longer than the areas that aren't saturated in water. Anyway, these are awesome devices. We love playing with gadgets like this at Survival Dispatch. And if y'all could like, comment, share, subscribe, really helps us with the algorithm. And we really appreciate you following Survival Dispatch reviews.